Hello, everybody, and welcome to Active Reload, episode 95. We're almost to 100.
95?
We're going to have to do a celebration for 100 at some point. We got to start thinking about that.
Yeah,
5 weeks away.
I've already thought about it.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry. Don't worry, I got you.
All right. On this week's episode, if you thought you were going to get away from Marathon, you thought wrong, because we got more Marathon news. It's actually bad news, I guess.
But good for everybody.
Good for everybody. Bad news for them. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Microsoft seemingly confirms its next generation of consoles, that they are coming, having some team-ups with some pretty big names in the industry. The Red Dead voice actors seemingly helping me win a bet here, maybe. We'll see.
Might be losing a bet.
Might be winning a bet for me. And then Silent Hill. It's getting a remake. The first one is getting a remake. I don't know why these companies insist to do the second one first and then come back. Here we are. They're doing it again.
I'll explain it.
He'll explain it. Welcome to the show. All right. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Marathon. Well, actually, first.
But first,
I wanted to show you something. You mentioned a wonderful video game, Def Jam.
Def Jam, yeah, I love
Def Jam. What was it called? Def Jam
Fight for
Icon?
New York.
Oh, okay. Def Jam Icon's one as well.
That's
right?
on 360. That one was really bad. And then there's Vendetta, which is a sequel, which is not as good. But
Fight for New York.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a beautiful little movie called Volcano High?
No.
I'm going to hit play on this, and I want you to read off some of the names that come up. This is a Premiere Asia production. It was made, I think, either in Korea or Japan. If I remember correctly, it came out in 2001. And there are some wonderful faces that show up here as part of the trailer. It's voiced in the first original language. You're not going to be able to hear any of it, but that's not part of it.
What's the first original language?
I can't remember if it was Korean, if it's a Korean-made movie or it's a Japanese-made movie. Gotcha. I honestly cannot remember.
Why can't you tell?
That's, good point. It is really funny, though, because there are a couple reveals in this trailer that you will see. So this is a very heavy Asian-inspired movie. They're doing a lot of like karate-type stuff. Yeah. It looks like older Asian flicks.
Looks cool.
It's a cool-looking movie. I agree.
Looks like a Spy Kids title cards.
In 2001, there was like a weird time where everybody had like it's like one person, like when Michael Bay discovered what's it called? Lens flare was.
Lens flare, yeah.
Then everybody discovered what lens flare was.
Yeah, kind of like in the 360 era PS3. Remember the bloom?
Yes.
The Halo 3 bloom?
Yes.
Oh gosh,
that was the worst.
Bad.
There was a lot of them.
Halo 3 bloom was good, but
and then this is okay.
Thanks.
I ruined it because it wasn't actually in there.
Volcano High is Def Jam. I don't get it.
Hold on, just wait.
Okay,
just wait. Volcano High. Here we go.
Look, for the rest
look,
of
this is part of
show.
it. Look. So these are all the people that are in this game or in this movie, and the English dub.
Andre
featured many cool names, such as Andre 3000 voicing Kim,
and a lot probably Wu-Tang in here too.
There's you would think. Just wait.
Okay,
we got more. Kellis.
Who's Kellis? Don't know who that is.
Famous rapper from the early 2000s.
Not that famous.
These are all very heavy early 2000s rappers that will voice a lot of these names.
Okay,
we're gonna get more and more of these. You'll recognize them.
Eating ramen.
Yeah, eating ramen.
So good.
I love the idea. Here we go. Lil Jon.
What?
Yeah. The Jang Young, of course. Tracy Morgan is Woo Pig.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah. I don't know why they ended up doing this, but this was a entire thing that they decided to do a bunch of rappers and dub a Asian film with. It's called Volcano High. Go look it up.
I gotta watch it now.
Go watch it. Go look it up.
What made you think of Def Jam?
Well, because there's rappers fighting. Yeah, rappers fighting. Gotcha. And it made me think of Volcano High, which has a bunch of rappers.
You brought up Ludacris, and I thought Ludacris was the best character in the game. I mean, the best fighter guy that I liked.
I never played any of the
Chun-Li
any of the Def Jam games. Was he a member of Def Jam?
I don't know. Def Jam Records?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Atlanta. Famous Atlanta rapper.
I don't know. Ghostface Killer was also good in that game.
Former member of
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. They're also making a game. Did you see the trailer for that, by the way? Very cool trailer. Actually made me pretty excited.
All right.
So Marathon. that was kind of a marathon way to get to this point. I'll be honest with you. That did not go the way I thought it was going to go.
Don't worry.
Welcome to the show.
Handle it.
Marathon got delayed, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of the big expectation that everybody was expecting. Marathon was going to get delayed.
Yeah, that's
felt inevitable.
You know what? I don't mind this. It's not. I think this is for the best.
Oh, it's not surprising.
It's not surprising, I know, but it's definitely for the best. I think I was being selfish, and I was like, I want the game to release so I can play it, but it would have been detrimental.
Well, also if it would have released in the seemingly in the condition that it was in, it would have gotten buried more than likely with everything else that was, because they never. I don't think they ever gave a solid release date. It was just fall.
Yeah.
But there's so much other stuff that's coming out in fall.
The other game from Arc Raiders would have been coming out around the same exact time, and it would have just buried it. If Arc Raiders would have came out when everybody kind of anticipated it with Game Fest, then I think Marathon would have had a chance to kind of piggyback on that when people were getting a little bit more tired of it. Yeah, because it takes a couple months for a game to get tired of,
die in the realm
slowly
of the community, that sort of thing. I will say too, also, if Marathon would have came out in fall, it would have been a mess. People didn't like the art style or whatever, and there was a bunch of other problems with it. That could have been the final nail in the coffin for Bungie as well. I wouldn't be stunned by that at all. No. So now they kind of get a chance to reinvent, change some things for Marathon. They're not going to be able to change a whole lot, seemingly, because they delayed it till they're going to announce the new release date in the fall.
What do you want? You want to make a prediction on that release date? You think it'll come out? Summer? I don't think it'll come out this year. No, I thought about it. I
don't think there's any shot it comes out this year.
Would you say summer or spring?
Of next year?
Yeah.
I think they'd probably do it in the summer because it's usually like an area of low expectation.
Yep.
For video games.
It's a good spot to come out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games this summer that are coming out, and they're all perfect.
Yeah. I mean,
release dates.
They can do spring, but spring is also
too close.
I think. Well, and also didn't GTA spring 2026 or is it fall 2026?
You're right. I don't know.
So I don't think they're going to do their best to get out of the way of GTA, obviously.
I didn't think about that.
So
I guess we'll see. I say give it a whole year.
Yeah, but if you're releasing next to GTA, they're going to move it up or back again. There's no way they release at the same time as that, especially given all the stuff that's happened. You think they're going to go
to the drawing board? When it comes to
just remake, I doubt it.
Not the drawing board. That's bad. They're not going to go to the drawing board.
They're going to go back to the drawing board and copy somebody else and and then redraw it again.
You're going to the conference room and they're like, hey, I really like, this should be our new direction. This art
is pretty cool too.
And it's active reload.
Yeah. It's our art. No, I don't know. I'm curious to see. They seemingly, if they're going to announce the new release date in fall, they know that it's going to be, I think, in the next year.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can go all the way back and strip it all the way down.
There's no way, but you can add more stuff because it's not doing well with the people who've played a lot of hours into it. It just, I don't know. It's hard for me to talk crap about it because I didn't get my hands on it. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I tried. Bungie, they hate me. That old interview from a while ago.
Hopefully it's very eye-opening for them and it kind of makes them want to change a lot. I mean, it probably won't, unfortunately, given what we've learned throughout all of this with Bungie, the fact that they've been doing this over and over and over again. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect.
And allegedly, that's all I'm saying. Allegedly.
Allegedly what?
They took artwork.
Well, we can say allegedly, but it's like, it's like saying allegedly OJ killed someone, cut and dry at this point,
Allegedly
OJ did.
But he was let off.
But yeah.
Hey, the glove don't fit, you must
acquit. But lost a civil case. So,
who cares about
civil
that?
Case. All right. So, by the way, we made the prediction last week, 2 weeks ago, right before Games Fest.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
We were going to say that it was going to get delayed. Yeah. I thought it was going to be like that Friday or whatever. Just put it in the midst of everything else that's like happening. So we were a little late, but we got it right.
Count it.
We got it right. We were there.
I thought yeah. And then
so we'll see what happens with Marathon. That's the extent of what we're talking about with Marathon because we've done a lot of Marathon for the last month essentially.
I'm so tired of that trailer that I keep putting in. Oh,
me too. I'm tired of the colors. I'll be honest with you. Just like all the lime pink and the lime green and stuff.
All those original colors.
I see it in my nightmares, which is really funny because that's not our logo at all. Microsoft, next news. They confirmed their first-party next-gen consoles. I put this under big news because there was a time where you were saying that they were not going to do another console. You thought that this was going to be it. Game Pass was going to be their main contributor, and then they were going to stop doing hardware. But they seemingly confirmed they're going to do handheld and hardware.
My idea was more aligned with what Microsoft is doing with this handheld, which is, I don't think they're really, they're not producing the handheld. They're just kind of putting their name and Game Pass on the ROG Ally.
They're giving AMD the keys, essentially.
Yeah.
And
so in this situation, are they doing the same thing with AMD? Is AMD in the business of making consoles and cases? Would it just be a case and it's just AMD work?
From what I understand from the video that they had, and then also like kind of the press release after, it made it sound like it was going to be AMD doing a lot of the interior stuff.
Okay.
And then Xbox providing like the main features that you're familiar with. So like the OS, the POX, obviously, or whatever.
The case,
yeah. And then all the exterior stuff, the accessories, I guess. But it's kind of hard to tell because they made it also seem like it's in collaboration. So maybe they'll use Xbox hardware. Yeah. AMD will inject whatever they want into it.
That's kind of weird because Xbox has AMD architecture in their Xboxes now. Yeah. Like their graphics.
Yeah. And it sounds like they're
AMD graphics chips.
It sounds like they're expanding upon that more so. So it sounds more and more like Xbox is just basically making an entry-level PC.
That's what, dude, a Series X looks like a PC.
Yeah, true.
Remember the old Steam boxes? Remember that?
I remember we had to sell those at GameStop, and I was like...
It's hard to sell those.
I don't know exactly what these are.
Yeah, no one knew what was in them.
Yeah, I don't know
because they were
exactly
made by third parties. And I think Steam would do a better job at it now. And
they had those terrible consoles or controllers. Remember those? They were...
The Steam controllers?
Yeah,
Don't you talk crap about my Steam controllers?
I'm thinking of the...
They're like touchpads?
Yes.
Yes, it's a Steam controller.
So real quick, Steam has released, they're allowing who is it, Asus, I believe?
Asus, yeah.
To put Steam OS on their hardware on on mobile platforms. So Xbox did the same thing weeks later.
Oh, okay.
Well, and the ROG Ally, the Asus, that's the Asus...
Yeah.
Handheld that they're going to be using.
Yeah, that was producer Steve, by the way.
Yeah.
He's mic'd up today.
Yeah, true. We got Steve on mic 2. Mic 3?
Mic 4.
On mic as well. Seemingly, I don't know. I'm interested to see how much AMD actually gets, I guess, I don't think they're officially just like outsourcing the work of building the console, but it does sound like Xbox is like, hey, we're going to give you more freedom than you've ever had to make this console.
Okay. That's good news for me.
I agree. I
didn't want them to get out of the console business at all.
I don't either.
I mean, I was playing. I was changing my internet last night.
True.
And went to a different provider. It's not working out very well.
Rip.
But I was testing everything on the consoles, and so I went to go test everything on the PlayStation 5. And I just realized I really don't like the PS5 itself. The games are great.
Yeah.
But I don't like... Do you know that you can't see the size of a game you download until you go to the marketplace and then go into like download?
Right. The architecture for the PS5 just both physically and software-wise is really bad.
I also have never... Because I went to go test a trailer. Because Melody, my wife, was like, test a trailer. And then I was like, okay. I was like, but the trailers on the PlayStation 5, they never work. Mm-hmm. Even when I'm on hard line in with no internet problems whatsoever, it just skips and rebuffers constantly. I've never had a smooth trailer play out on the store.
We've talked about that before. So PlayStation just has a bad UI and architecture inside.
Because I don't think Sony would get out of the console business.
No.
And if it was just them making next-gen consoles and then Nintendo doing whatever they do.
And then Sega comes back.
Yeah, right.
No.
That'd be amazing. But I really don't like the PS5 at all. Compared to the Xbox, am I alone on this? I'm not saying the Xbox is better. I'm not a console war guy.
Yeah.
But I will say, browsing the store, downloading things, figuring out how big a game is. Here's another example of how Sony does their store. Go to Deus Ex which just came out today. Awesome game. I'll talk about it later. Go to download it and it says, 16 gigs. I'm like, 16 gigs? Oh, I guess I'll just make room for 16 gigs. I didn't think a PS2 game would be 16 gigs. And then I go to download and then it separates it between PS4 and PS5. Why would you add both of them together?
Yeah.
I was like, so I only needed to get rid of 8 gigabytes instead of 16.
Really, the PS4 and the PS5 version are the same size. I would figure
the
that the
PS4 version was bigger by a gig.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. For me, I think the thing that I like about the PlayStation more, obviously the games. I think the exclusives are better historically.
But if you're, they're eventually coming to PC these days anyway.
Right.
So it's like,
as far as what the controller can do, I like a lot more.
I like the controller more. It's heavy. I like the joysticks better.
See, I don't. I'm a, what is that called?
The S. I know what you mean. The S design.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
I know what you mean. I just meant like the actual joysticks themselves. Not the placement. I don't mind the placement, but the joysticks themselves are sturdier. They seem to last longer.
And people don't love it, but I'm a little freak for the different vibrations and stuff like that. Yeah, what do they call that?
Feedback.
Haptic feedback. Thank you. The haptic feedback. I'm a little sucker for that on the PlayStation. So, but that's about it. It's ugly. It's got a terrible design. Xbox is sleek as hell.
Yep.
It blends into whatever your setup is. Just looks like a normal PC.
Man, that PS5, I always forget. When people don't understand, they don't game and they come over to my house, they go, "What's that thing?" Because this is the first thing you see when you walk into my living room. A giant white.
Is yours standing or laying on the side? It's standing,
so it's the shape of a V, Roman numeral 5.
Yeah.
But it doesn't quite look like it. It just looks like a bad thing that was supposed to fly. Like it looks like it's supposed to fly, but it would never fly.
It looks like a UFO.
Yeah.
Looks like a UFO that somebody would spot in the air.
It just looks.
That was the marketing. They wanted it to stand out and look abnormal on purpose.
Well, I don't know why though.
Well,
I guess, but
whatever. The Xbox One, the original Xbox One, looks like a VH or a VCR, and that one's really bad too. And it's just a square, but
so did the 360 though. The 360 looked like that. It was white, but it was ugly like that too.
It had a concave, style
kind of
to it.
Similar to the PlayStation, just smaller in terms of concave.
It's still more of a box.
And then you got the red ring. And then you wanted to get a new one anyways.
I know. I love how the consoles, they just go up and then they crash, and they go up and they crash. It seems to happen every single time.
At some point, we'll do an episode, like a whole episode on just console design.
That'd be great.
And like our favorite console designs ever, and like the uniqueness of certain. Like remember the PlayStation 3, one of the later gens had the slide top.
Yeah, it would look like a Foreman grill.
Yeah, it was a Foreman grill. That was one of the PS3s I had. It was a slide top, stick the disc in, which I like a lot better than sticking the disc in and then it being sucked into the console.
I do too.
Anyways.
Those never work out because in 10 years, your disc is going to be lost in there forever.
Exactly. Or you get something in there and you're like, well, I can't open this now. Yeah. It's screwed. My disc tray doesn't even work in my Xbox.
I know. It's never not working.
Yeah,
it drives me crazy because I want you to play
2020.
I want you to play Fear 1 so bad. I have the copy.
I can't play Half-Life. I can play these games. Sorry, I can't play Portal. I can't play any of them.
You've never played Portal. That's
never played them.
So crazy.
Okay, so Microsoft, they seemingly announced their next gen. Kind of the fact that they're making a next gen console. Everybody assumes, but that is still news that they're like, yeah, we're doing it, and AMD is helping us. So interesting enough. There we go.
I'm happy about this.
It'll be cool.
This is good news.
Hopefully, it's a cool looking design. They don't make it look like it's going to be. Remember all the old YouTube videos of. After the 360 came out, everybody was making videos of like what the Xbox 720 would look like,
and
it's
really
just
funny.
The most absurd thing you've ever seen. It's like it's a crescent moon, and the disc is in the middle or something.
Bad AI design.
It was terrible.
Before AI design.
Yeah, before AI existed. All right. In some other news, Red Dead Redemption 2 specifically. The voice actors are teasing something a little bit coming soon. But Rob Whitehoff, I think is how you say his name. He played John Marston. He plays in both, first one and the second one.
And he's also in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah, he's a big rock star guy. He announced on a live stream that he had some exciting news related to Red Dead. and then people were like, okay, this could be kind of anything because it's the guy that's been in a bunch of different things for Rockstar and Red Dead.
2 weeks ago, you talked about this.
I did. No, it was more than that, wasn't it?
Nope.
It's been more than I thought it was when we were out there still, out in the...
No, it was our first time here.
All right, never mind. And then
3 episodes ago.
And then somebody asked Roger Clark, who plays Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2, if he had any idea what Rob was talking about, his partner, and
what do you say?
Roger Clark said, "Yeah, actually, I do." And then he hit him with a nice little, GIF. This little GIF. Audio listeners, I'm sorry. I wish there was some way you could see this right now, but he hit him with a little dog giving a wry little smile. Hit him with a yeah, I know what he's talking about.
That insinuates that it's coming this year.
It doesn't insinuate that it's coming this year, but the fact that
what would it be?
The idea is that this is going to be either, and this would, I'll be honest with you, this would be worst case scenario.
Okay,
is the idea that it is just Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to Switch. I'd rather be dead in a grave somewhere if that was the news, but also paired with it a current gen update for the Series X, PS5, because Red Dead Redemption, that was the bet that I made.
Which we come to the bet, because me and you made the bet.
You said it was not happening.
I said it's not going to come to... I said it's not going to come to Series X and a PS5.
Before Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yes. I said before Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
This year. But then Grand Theft Auto was delayed. And...
Well, no, it was after it got delayed.
So I still... Can we get the bet down? What was it?
Current gen update for Red Dead will come out this year.
Series X.
Yes. PlayStation 5. And they'll also probably port it to Switch, but I don't care about that. Sorry.
Okay. That's what I think. I think it's only going to come to Switch.
No.
I do not think there's going to be a 60 FPS upgrade.
I think we're going to get a current gen upgrade. You're going to have to pay for it, and everybody's going to fist out the cash in order to do it. I will too. I'll be honest with you. I'll pay for that.
I'm not, because I don't like that game.
I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that.
If it makes my old digital copy run at 60 frames, I'll play it. I'll give it a shot.
You'll play that? So if there was like a $10 upgrade fee, would you do it? Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Completely doable.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking they'd do.
If it's a $20 upgrade, that's cutting it real close.
You could be...
anything over $20, no, it's a negative for me.
Yeah. You could be... we'll talk about that later when the games we're playing once we get to that. But yeah, so it seems like they're seemingly teasing, at the very least, some new news for Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption, mainly specifically Red Dead Redemption 2. The other thing they were insinuating, because it's the voice actors kind of giving these hints, the little wry smile, you know, one of these.
Yeah,
I know a little something. They're insinuating maybe it's some new content for Red Dead Redemption 2, so like story content, maybe.
Oh my gosh, if they did a Red Dead Nightmare too,
Undead Nightmare, Re-Dead Nightmare, because it's the second one. So Re-Dead Nightmare, they're Re-Dead again, even though it'd be before the first one. So Pre-Dead Nightmare.
Pre-Dead Nightmare?
That's actually a good name. Pre-Dead Nightmare.
There we go. I'd get it.
I would. That's honestly, it would suck that I lost that bet, but that would be very cool. I don't think there's any way they're doing that though.
That's the only way they would justify, for me, a full price game if it came with a DLC like that.
Undead Nightmare. Oh, that's a good point. They do. Oh my goodness, they do the up-res 60 frames and Undead Nightmare $40, whatever.
Yeah,
you get it all for $40. I would pay for that.
Oh, they wouldn't do.
What's
40.
Red Dead Undead? Like
Undead Nightmare.
It's
a DLC that came out for the first Red Dead Redemption.
Like zombie mode or what?
Yes, and so it was technically probably at the time the best DLC ever.
Okay.
That could be another top 5 was DLC. That's a good idea. Standalone. It wasn't standalone, was it? I think it eventually came standalone.
Yeah, it became standalone. Remember because they released it as a Game of the Year edition too.
Yes, I remember the cover. But it was John Marston falls asleep and he wakes up and it's in a he's on an undead nightmare.
Yeah, everybody's turned, not everybody, but like a lot of the towns turn into zombies, and there's Bigfoots. And
what's her name? Bonnie, right? Is that her name?
Yeah,
Bonnie. She gets killed. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it turns into a really, instead of spaghetti western, it's like a spaghetti Romero.
Yeah, zombie
George
movie.
Romero zombie movie. Night of the Living Dead.
It's awesome. It's great.
Very good.
You ate my daddy.
And yeah, it kind of ushered in like a new. I guess GTA 4 had a little bit of this too, where they did like the Ballad of Gay Tony. They did, but like new heavy story DLC that is like still very comprehensive and not short by any means.
And my favorite is Far Cry 3.
Oh,
The DLC, Blood Dragon.
Yeah, there you go.
So good.
It's another one too. But then also Witcher 3, famously, some of the best DLC ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk, obviously.
Very good.
Basically remade their game with that DLC.
Pretty much.
Skyrim, I think, did a little bit of that too with Bethesda. And then Fallout also, I think, Fallout definitely did.
Yeah, Oblivion had good DLC.
Yeah, so, but yeah, up to that point, Red Dead, like Undead Nightmare for sure was the best. But if they did pre-Dead Nightmare, I'd be cool with that. It'd be weird, though. It wouldn't make any sense, though, because John Marston, his reaction in Undead Nightmare, if this is still the prequel, his reaction in Undead Nightmare to everybody being dead or undead would not make any sense.
No.
Because he's like...
But if it's a dream, who cares?
Yeah, true. If it's an Undead Nightmare, who cares?
I love the gameplay where you can not kill somebody, but maim somebody in the middle of a cutscene, and they're talking with like their head half off.
It's all messed up.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Imagine the zombie version of that. There'd be a lot of potential.
Man, honestly, you know what they could do? Double feature. Current gen. This wouldn't make any sense. Current gen upgrade for Red Dead Redemption 2, and they also remastered Undead Nightmare.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That could be very cool.
I think they did remaster it.
Yeah. Sort of. We'll talk about that.
Lazy remaster.
All right, so that was something. We'll see what that actually ends up turning into. But I'm excited for it.
All right, and let the B roll.
And finally, we got big news. Actually, before we go to it, I'll explain what is going on first.
Okay.
Silent Hill 1. They have a remake. They announced the remake. Bloober Team is doing it. Bloober Team. Is it Bloober Team or Bloober Team? Bloober Team, excuse me. They announced they're doing it. Silent Hill 1 remake. We don't have any of the... there's no trailer or anything, so I just put together a pretty compact list of my favorite Silent Hill memes I found in about 30 minutes of searching. And we're just going to let this play in the background. And again, if you are an audio listener, God, I wish there was a way you could see this. Man, is it cool. Lots of good memes. But yeah, this is big news. Silent Hill 1 remake coming soon. It's going to be probably pretty good. Bloober Team.
Well, Bloober Team, they have a lot on their plate now. They're making that Chronos game that looked really good at Summer Game Fest or the Xbox Showcase.
Doing another. Didn't they announce they're doing another remake too? I thought that we saw at Summer Games Fest.
But I
can't remember.
Either way, I think that they're capable of doing it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they did the Silent Hill 2 remaster or remake. Everybody loved it. It's very popular.
I will say that I like Silent Hill 1 a lot. Yeah. And the reason why they remade 2.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I don't get it. We did the same thing with Resident Evil.
It's different than Resident Evil. Silent Hill 2 is a standalone story game.
Right.
Silent Hill 1 is where the next... It's hard to explain. It's where you would properly start over if you're remaking all of them. So if you were to start with Silent Hill 1 and then remake 2...
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense because the stories don't
canonically.
Yeah, the stories don't work together. But now that they've already remade 2, they're going to remake 1, and if they remake 3, the story from 1, 3, and 4 go together. That's why.
Why? What is it with these Japanese companies and just making the most confusing storylines to try to follow ever? Resident Evil.
They all stand alone. It's just
Final Fantasy not connected. Sorry, you're right. Gosh. Apologies. But Silent Hill.
Some do.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like
all right.
X and X2 and X3.
Just, that's crazy. And you know who figured it out also that was like, hey, we can do this too? Marvel. They were like, hey, we can also do this.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, this was a big announcement and people are obviously excited for it because Silent Hill is the one that got it all started.
I like Silent Hill 1 a lot. I think it's a lot more weird. That's for sure. When it first came out,
very foggy.
Yeah. The fog was used to mask the hardware limitation.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Back in those days, 97, probably 98, on a third-person action game, the background would load in really slow. So there'd be serious pop-in. And so almost every game used fog somewhat, like not Silent Hill, what's it called? Siphon Filter used fog a lot too. But Silent Hill is when we're like, this town is enclosed in fog completely, and it fit with the story. and it also fit with the hardware limitations where fog was really annoying.
I kind of, you know what? We don't get a lot of those like teams getting over a specific problem by creating something in the game that actually makes it better.
Yeah,
because of the limitations. We don't get that anymore. I wish we got more of that.
I know. I don't think there are much limitations.
Yeah, I know. That's
anymore.
what I was thinking. Like if they were to release, I'm trying to think of like
what's. Think of an example of one of those.
I know.
Besides
what's a game that came out recently that was like Cyberpunk? I guess you could say, because it performed relatively well on the Series X, but on the older gen, it was not good.
Not good.
I wish there was some way that they could have done something to make it look less like a mess, I guess, if that makes sense, and people would have been more okay with it.
Why are there so many people that live here, but no one's on the road?
Right. True, yeah. They could have,
There's no traffic whatsoever.
According to the story, everybody's car is broken down.
Yeah, everybody's car.
Except yours.
It's too expensive to own a car or something.
Yeah.
Spider-Man on PlayStation 1, which was really good, also used fog too. The bad guy set fog in New York. So when you're swinging,
a good idea.
You don't, it doesn't have to load everything.
Dude, bring back fog. Bring back fog.
Please don't.
Bring back fog.
You know what? Water and sand, really hard to do in modern games.
I've heard that.
Even today. So that's something that they could overcome.
And the more the like the better the upgrade becomes, the harder it gets. So you've got like a weird like parallel line or perpendicular line essentially that's going.
There's a really great game. It is an obscure game on the 360 called Hydrophobia. It actually is backwards compatible.
Oh, is that? Oh no,
it's basically just a tech demo of how they do water physics.
Is that the one with the where you're in the pool?
No,
or in the you know what I'm talking? Not in the pool, but in the like there. It's like you're in a room. And it's like it's filling up with water.
There's a whole facility that fills up with water.
Okay, I think we're thinking of the same game. I'm just explaining it very poorly.
And the physics are really good, but the platforming is really bad. So how could you get water so well and then do jumping so bad? Whatever.
Such is life. All right, that's the news.
That's
kind
of
a well, not chill news week. Marathon. Shout out to Bungie. Hopefully they figure it out. I want Bungie to figure it out. Get Marathon back on track. That'd be a fantastic comeback story for them. So we hope that happens. But other than
Bungie figuring it out.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Would be better for everybody.
Definitely.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's like we're approaching the BioWare situation with them, where their best days are clearly behind them, and there's not a lot there that was the Bungie that made all of it happen.
BioWare.
So,
I'm playing actually a BioWare. I played for a second. The Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. There's like a collection that it came to Game Pass, and I loaded it up, played it, works fine. But man, those days of really good writing are just so gone.
Behind them. Okay, so let's that's the news. Let's move into games releasing this week. Pretty big week. Scum starts things off. It's coming out on PC today, as of recording this, right? Yeah, June 17th.
Can you tell me what the heck this game is?
It's about like so you ever gone underwater and then like got some stuff and it's like scum in your hand?
No.
That's what it is.
Just a pool cleaning simulator.
Oh, that's a good idea. No, it's a from the description that I saw, it's a television based yes. Like
bad trend.
And I think it's like a battle royale or a survival RPG. I didn't write down the descriptions.
I think it's a survival game where you build stuff too.
Where did the trend for TV show?
I don't know.
Where that popped out of nowhere.
Don't like it.
Was it the finals that really like made that popular all of a sudden?
When I was little, but
yeah, that's true.
Maybe finals.
Or everybody collectively saw the Hunger Games for the first time. They're like, let's make it a TV show.
I think so. I think that has a lot to do with the game.
It's really weird.
Pro gaming, I think. The esport scene of playing with a crowd.
They saw
cheering.
Gamer. Did you ever see Gamer?
Yeah.
So bad.
Not that bad.
I think Scum is more like Rust.
Okay.
Yeah.
PvP online survival.
Okay. Survival. Yeah. Arc style minus the dinosaurs.
I've only seen the cover, and just by the cover, I was like, I think it's a survival game.
And I think everyone is like, this is like a prison island or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
something like that.
Not bad. But man, I don't. Yeah.
I saw a couple of those trailers.
When we're talking about, I'll talk about Splitgate too. When the games were playing, it's like I don't. When you got to the battle royale, you really see like the crowd,
an audience.
I'm like, oh man, they're doing it too.
Yeah,
too much.
FBC Firebreak.
Does that have a crowd watching you?
The director is.
You're
from
right.
Control.
From Control.
By the way, FBC, you know what that stands for?
Federal Bureau of Control.
He's right. Yeah, that's a new game. It's a is it 3v? Is it 3 people or is it 4 people in your party?
It's 4.
I think it's 4.
But it's like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. I described it as like Dead by Daylight, but you're fighting a boss at the end.
Okay.
Essentially.
Still in the same environment.
Dead by Daylight's bad example.
You're still in the
not trying to escape.
FBC headquarters, right?
Yeah. And I'm assuming, what's her name? The main character.
I can't remember. I'm never
assuming
she's
still the director. I really want them to make Control 2. Oh, that could be. That's possible.
Because there seems like a lot of people in there.
Yeah. Good point. Okay. There's a post-it note monster you got to kill. Seems very cool. Very cool. Control was awesome. It just, I wish
the ending wasn't very good.
The ending wasn't terrible. Yeah.
I hate when games don't know how to end their games.
They really didn't know how to end that story, unfortunately. But the rest of that game was so cool. God,
yeah, really
I love that game. I want them to make a Hulk game.
I thought that was, a very good superhero game.
Yeah.
Like getting your superpowers and then slowly turn into like
throwing stuff in that game.
Basically
so
turning
cool.
into Rogue from X-Men.
True. Pretty much.
And then, or Jean Grey.
Good point. Jean Grey.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
They're actually khaki. Tron Catalyst is coming out as well. Disney, they're making a new Tron game. Just whatever, finger on the pulse like Disney, another Tron game.
Is this a movie tie-in? Is there a movie coming out?
No, there is a movie coming out. There is a movie coming out. The sequel to Tron Legacy. Which is a banger.
It's a good movie.
Is a banger.
There's that girl in there who's just
is a banger.
Blow your mind away.
Olivia. I know who you're talking about. She's also in House. Don't ask me why I know that.
I don't know what that is.
You know what House MD, the doctor show with Hugh Laurie?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who that is.
I've seen the memes. I've never seen the show.
It's okay. After about 10 episodes, you're like, okay, I get what
There's a formula here?
Yes, I see what they're doing here. What was I talking about? Oh,
what are we talking about?
The sequel to Tron, which Tron Legacy. We're talking about the movie, but the Tron Legacy movie goated.
I will say,
one of the greatest soundtracks of all time.
If Daft Punk is doing the soundtrack for this game, I will buy it.
I got bad news for you.
I didn't think so.
Daft Punk broke up about 4 years ago. They're done making music.
I had no idea.
And it's Trent Reznor. I don't know if he's doing. I don't know if he's doing the music for the game. I'm assuming not. But Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails. Yeah,
I know
he's doing
who
the new
Trent
movie.
Reznor is.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem.
If Jeff Bridges is in it, I'll buy the game.
In the game? Okay.
Spoiler. He's dead.
What about his other guy?
Oh, yeah. Good point. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a top-down like beat 'em up game. Kind of looks kind of cool, actually. Wait, I just remembered. I have trailers for all these.
I was just about to say this.
I forgot about
all these
this.
trailers, dude. I'm gonna have to do all this.
Yeah,
post
you're right.
work.
I am so sorry. Hey, audience, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I've done here. Playlists, audio audience. Oh, I wish there was some way you could see this.
Is there a good soundtrack in here?
I can't play it. I'm gonna get banned.
Did you hear the soundtrack?
No.
When I think of Tron, I think of good soundtrack.
Yeah,
this better have a good soundtrack because it looks like a top-down melee game.
It looks like a top. I mean, it is a top-down.
Just start the soundtrack in your head right now.
I'm playing the soundtrack from the movie in my head right now.
Okay.
And it's so good. Who would have thought? Yeah, it's top-down beat 'em up. Looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm always down for a little top-down beat 'em up. And
I'm sorry, this doesn't look that good.
Come on, you don't like a little top-down beat 'em up, Tron style?
I do, but that's.
But what if the music's good?
And then it'll work better.
Exactly.
But from now, there's some platforming and just saying.
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't know if there is a movie/franchise that has benefited more from the music it got than Tron.
Yeah,
because Tron is really stupid as a concept, but the music's banging.
I love the old movie.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. If you have a 4K video player and TV, get the 4K remaster of the original Tron.
You're telling people
hold on. I'm not saying the movie's great. It's nostalgic, but the remaster version of it, like the work that was put into upscale the movie, is fantastic. Very cool.
This reminds me of Hades.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It does remind me of Hades. It reminds me of a bunch of top-down games like Ascent. And it doesn't look nearly as good.
Shout out FT Depot.
Sorry,
Disney. On YouTube. I'm going to use the trailer for the original Tron here in the background because this is the game, or this is the movie that
I'm
Grant
talking about.
wants you to see in 4K.
Yeah, way better than this.
For everybody to see. That guy looks like Brad. Oh, that's Jeff Bridges.
Jeez, man.
I was gonna say that guy looks like Brad Pitt.
I'm telling you, if you watch it right now, the HD version, or Ultra HD version, Jeff Bridges looks young again. And I'm telling you, I think this movie is beautiful. Yeah, it's cheesy.
What a
he gets
cut.
sucked into an arcade. Welcome to the 80s.
Do you want me to be honest with you? I'm gonna be 100% vulnerable with you right now.
Yeah. This looks good.
I had no idea Jeff Bridges was in the original Tron.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't.
Wait, have you seen the
I
first
didn't know
one?
that connection. No.
Okay.
I just watched Tron Legacy.
I just want everybody to know
I'm an idiot.
that he said that I'm crazy for recommending this
Look at this movie.
or this movie, and he's never seen it. You should watch it. It's good.
Look at this though. I mean,
Yes,
come on.
it looks old.
Look at
Watch the 4K remaster. That's like the final boss in the arcade, by the way.
You just spoiled it. But Jeff Bridges,
in the actual arcade.
he does die. I didn't see. I've only seen like clips of this.
I'm telling you, this movie's
and
great.
None of this looks like Jeff Bridges in any of these shots.
I'm just a sucker for
I mean, very retro wave, obviously.
pre-good CG. You know what I mean?
Where?
Well, this is pre-good
Oh,
CG.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And
Yeah,
when I
this
saw
is-
this when I was a kid, like, oh my gosh, it blew me away. So what? I'm 41 years old.
I mean,
It looks great.
to be fair, like if I saw this and it wasn't Tron, I'd be like, man, this looks like no, I can't even say that. Because like a lot of the uniforms look terrible. But like this part of it looks kind of cool.
It is.
Where it's just like fully animated design.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
There you go.
Shout out Tron, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd be talking about Tron as much as we are
I
today,
know.
but
We're
shout out
talking
Tron.
about forever. We don't even have
Anyways.
much time.
Tron, the Catalyst. Hey, the game comes out. It comes out today. So go play it. Maybe it's pretty good.
Is it on Game Pass? Man,
You're asking too many questions,
No,
man.
it's-
Is it coming out on PC?
It is coming out on PC
It
and
is,
Switch
right.
and
Switch 2.
PS5. Yeah,
Yeah.
Switch 2. Sorry, whatever. Rooftops, alleys, and alleys.
Nope. Rooftops and alleys.
The parkour game.
Oh man, what a bad title.
Well, I mean, you are jumping around on rooftops and alleys.
Yeah.
So, actually, pretty good name. Hey, have you ever wanted to play a
Cue
game that
House of
describes
Pain.
exactly what it is? Try Rooftops and Alleys, the parkour video game. That's what this is.
All right,
You
hit it.
said you were excited for this.
No, I decided to show people because I thought
Oh, okay.
I thought the animation is really cool and unique. The way they have a physics-based runner.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
This does
Looks
look. I
good.
mean, it is kind of an odd mix of like. This isn't photo like the environments aren't photorealistic, but it looks like something from Skate 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But it's like Skate 3 and then they animated in somebody with like a totally different art style. It looks like a VR game almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like I want to play it. It looks like something I want to play. I don't know how good it's going to be.
I'm assuming you
but
can play as a pigeon at some point because they're showing a lot of pigeons in this trailer.
I don't know, but how fun is it to run with your friends?
Ask me 10 years ago and I would have told you
Yeah.
I haven't in 10 years.
Run with your friends?
No. Wait.
Hey, everybody let's run.
What are you running around very often?
All right. Do not show a trailer for this.
Elder Scrolls Online. Hey, guess what? We got the Elder Scrolls trailer for you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, have you ever thought to yourself, man, I can't wait to get into Elder Scrolls Online for the 12th year it's been out? Oh boy, do we have something for you. Elder Scrolls, Seasons of the Worm Cult. Man, they're just giving up on the names too. It might as well just be Dune.
Why don't you just call it the Worm Cult?
Yeah, Seasons of the Worm Cult. Because you got a winter worm, you got a
looks like,
summer worm,
I don't.
you got a fall worm.
I love how. Look at the animation. Look how bad that is. I can't play this game anymore.
It is a 13-year-old game at this
I know,
point.
but you're not going to sell
So-
me on a trailer showing gameplay with this.
My favorite thing about all of these, about these expansions for Elder Scrolls Online, is they have to try to convince you that every single expansion, it's the end of the world.
I know.
And then you
you somehow save it.
yeah, you
Well,
save it.
That's
At
fantasy.
what point do you just stop? Like, that should be one of these.
What would you rather have Elder Scrolls talk about?
No, I want them to at some point just be like, yeah, this is just a minor thing. Come join us.
Or it is the end of the world, and
Yeah,
that's
and then
the
you
end of
have
the
to-
game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is the end of the world,
And
and,
this is
it's
it.
a game about hanging out with friends.
Yeah. Or
Just hang
yeah,
out.
this is just minor. You know,
Or
we got
they
a small
just do
invasion.
a
No big deal.
mining game where you just go to Skyrim whatever that
mine?
town is called, and you just mine in the prison. Just mine.
Skyrim, wherever that is.
No, the town in Skyrim.
You talking about Ravensthorpe?
Is that what I'm talking about? No.
That's the main one where the.
Nope. It's on the west side, the southwest.
Oh, okay.
It's like
the actual mining town
or
Mahakamum. Anyways,
What'd you say?
the next one. This is the one I'm actually really excited about. Rematch.
This is a big one.
The people from Sifu, fantastic combat game. They said, "Hey, what if we made Rocket League but made it soccer?"
Wait a minute.
Great idea.
Exactly. And it's here. Rematch. It'll be coming out the 19th officially. It's actually out right now for early access if you want to play it.
People have been playing this for about a month now.
Yeah, and I think it looks awesome. I think this looks...
It does look awesome.
This looks like everything I've ever wanted in an arcade-style sports game.
Yep.
From a developer that is known for, one, physics, because of the
hands
CPU
and feet.
stuff. Yeah, this looks awesome. I'm so excited to play this.
They just announced right before the game came out that it's not going to have any cross-platform play.
I'm assuming we'll see that patched in at some point.
They said that's the first thing they're going to start to do. But for people who have been playing this game not early access, I guess you would call early access, the beta, for about a month, they were playing it on Steam. And I think they were hoping that they were going to be able to play with the people on PC who get it for Game Pass, but that's not going to happen, at least at first.
Yeah. And they did say they're going to work on it. It's going to be one of the first things they patch in there. Not surprising.
How long have we been talking about sports arcade games?
I know.
Need to come back.
Well, there's another.
This could happen.
There's a football game, American football game that's coming out.
Yeah,
Maximum Football that's coming out for consoles.
Yeah.
We'll see how well that performs with it coming out directly next to this.
Yeah. That game is always... It's kind of a Madden clone, but it does certain things at a very low budget that Madden doesn't do.
Yeah.
And it's slowly getting better. So maybe in 10 years from now, they can have enough money to compete with Madden.
Hopefully the online community is better than all the NHL online games.
All of the EA people, just in general, EA online community. Rematch, it comes out the 19th officially. You can play it right now, though, if you want to buy the early access for it. Also comes on Game Pass.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Game Pass, man, is having the best year it's ever had.
Yeah,
by far.
It's big for GP.
We're halfway through the year, and the best games I've played all year have been on Game Pass.
Yeah, I didn't even have to buy. Yeah, I just downloaded them.
Well, you have to pay $20 a month.
Yeah, but that doesn't, you get what I'm saying. I didn't have to buy the games physically, which kind of feels like
eventually I'm going to stop saving money doing this. Like it's going to go up higher and higher.
It's like owning a gym membership, you know.
I know. I
didn't buy the equipment, but I'm using it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's also, if you don't use it, you either better use it, or you got to cancel it. Can't be lazy.
That's what's coming out.
Yep. Good job.
What are you playing?
What am I playing? Well, first of all, I just want to say another thing about Rematch.
Yeah. You go ahead.
I really hope this does well.
Oh, me too. It's got a tail behind it. I think like people are really excited for this.
It's important for me for this game to do well because I really want sports games to come back. Like
same.
Sports arcade. I really, really want that.
It's a niche of, like, it's not even a niche. We see the biggest sports games sell incredibly well every single year.
Imagine if NBA Street came back. Oh,
right. And nobody wants to touch it.
NBA Street is?
Yeah. It's interesting. We'll see.
Okay. What am I playing? You want me to go first?
I can go first.
Are you sure? Yeah, I think you should go first because you beat Claire Obscure.
I did not. But I will. I'm on my way.
What?
Let me tell you. I'm on my way.
Are you joking?
No, I'm being serious. So I got to the fireplace again one more time, and it was the last chance for me to up everybody's level, which means you had to do one last mission for all of your companions. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I have now as I forgot his name. What's the main character's name? Not Gustav?
Yeah, I don't know. Verso, thank you.
As Verso now, I have slept with everybody except Mael in the camp, it seems like, because Mael's too young.
Wait a minute. You can get with another girl?
Lune, how you doing?
No way.
Nice to meet you.
How does that
It looks
work
like I'm
out?
with you now, huh?
Because the girl I was already with, she was like, we're trying to get back my husband. He's going to come back eventually. Yeah. It's going to be awkward between us.
Well, that's what happened is you sleep with her, and then she's like, I only thought about my husband the whole time, which is awkward. But then later,
but he's dead.
Once you get your relationship all the way up with Lune, you can have a romance with her, which is what I decided to do. And then I'm always cuddling with my boy Monoko.
Yeah, he's
the homie.
He's
the last time you level him up.
Yeah, I already did.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He's like, now get over here, let's snuggle. And then in the verse was like, little spoon, and he's like, well, of course.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I love this game. I absolutely adore this game. This is gonna be a top 5 game of all time. I don't even care how it ends at this point.
Game of the year already.
It's game of the year. Gonna be one of my favorite games I've ever played in my entire life.
I know. So good.
You want to know something interesting?
So good.
You want to know something interesting?
What?
I don't think I've beaten it because I part of me doesn't want it to
I know,
end.
me too. I was the same way. But I was in a situation where I rushed towards the end and my guy was under leveled.
Yeah.
to do the final boss.
Yeah.
The story is practically over. It just I needed to do this final boss.
It's the last fight, essentially. And even like the cutscene before the final, it's like everybody lining up to go back to the final area. And now I'm just bouncing around. Yeah.
It's like me in Kingdom Come, Deliverance too.
Exactly.
Like I still haven't got to the wedding, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's how I am. I'm like, I'm just going around.
Messing around.
As far as I'm concerned, I got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't beat it. I am going to though. I'm just scared to.
Because we'll talk about. I want to have a spoiler type of talk.
Well, we can't because Steven's in here. He's playing.
I started it and I'm playing too much other stuff right now, but I want to like focus on that game, so I haven't played it.
We can't spoil it. We'll talk. We'll talk. And then also I played. I forgot to write it down here, but I also played the Warhammer remaster.
Yeah, me too. We can talk about that.
We need to really have a full conversation, just in general. The games industry in general needs to have a full conversation about what remaster means in this industry. Okay?
I think it's clear.
I think it's clair obscure, to be honest with you.
It's just not a remaster of the caliber of Halo 2.
We should make words for that. Don't you think? We should have some sort of designation
like
of what it is.
I mean, but it's like saying a first-person shooter. Like Doom is a first-person shooter, and 13. I don't know if you know what that is.
Of course, I know what 13 is. Comic book game.
It's also a first-person shooter, but it's not nearly as good as Doom. It's still first-person shooter.
No. I agree. But what I'm saying is,
it's barely a first-person
shooter. To be totally fair, and here's what I'll say. This feels like a big swing, not a big swing and a miss, but definitely a swing and a miss by the Warhammer guys. They're getting kind of shelled online for this remaster, mainly charging $40 for it. People are upset about that. Well, I think rightfully so. Especially if you own the game, you still have to pay $40.
Yeah, so the on PC, there's already the Space Marine 2 Anniversary Edition.
Space Marine 2 or Space Marine?
Space Marine 1 Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
Which it did upscale a little bit, but it had all the DLC and all that stuff, and online with dedicated servers.
Right.
And that online is dead now. So I think a lot of people on Steam were like, okay, so now it's $40 and the DLC, you still get it. You get 4K, and that's pretty much it for the PC guys. Right. And then the online servers are not dedicated servers.
Yeah.
They're PvP. And so if you have a PC crowd that loves the game, because they all love the game, regardless if they don't like this remastered version, would have mastercrafted.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. They don't officially call it a remastered edition.
They
just call it a re-release.
Right. I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
People patch 4K graphics into their games for free.
They up-res with the Anniversary Edition. So I understand that reason. They are getting their money back, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But imagine like a game that I don't like when you remaster or whatever you do, and you don't bring the full game back. Like the full game had dedicated servers. Yeah. Now the the what is it called? Player
PvE.
It's like a host
player versus
migration.
Employer?
So you have one person hosting, and the other team. It makes a laggy mess. It's terrible. So they're not happy about it. But someone on console, $40 is a steal. Go buy Space Marine 1 for less than $40.
Get it on Game Pass.
You can't. And try to play it on your 360. It runs like crap. It looks like crap. So the Xbox guys that are playing on Game Pass, or if they bought it for $40, they're all probably pretty happy. It does play like a 360 game. You're not going to change that. Halo 2 plays like a Xbox game.
Right.
But it's just a lot better.
The bigger issue I have is the fact that the remaster of this game feels like something that could have just been, at least for like in the Xbox sense, it could have just been made backwards compatible, and then you do the FPS boost, and then you're essentially good.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, I don't think Xbox is ever going to do those again. The 360.
Yeah, but it depends on the
era up.
It depends on the developer.
I guess
like they have to approach the developer and be like, "Hey, you want to make this backwards compatible?" Now, if you were to go back and ask a lot of those people, those developers, be like, "Hey, you want to do a remaster, re-release of this game? We'll charge you $40 for it." They probably, a lot of them also say yes.
Well, I'm playing it. I'm more of a retro gamer. I've played Space Marine 1 before. Like, I like this game a lot. I like that. I like the simpler times of third-person shooting, and
I don't think it's bad necessarily. Like, it's a bad game. It just feels like a cash grab.
It's just not worth $40.
Yeah, it just feels like a cash grab for them, where they're just like, hey.
I still appreciate I don't call it a cash grab if the original version was available.
Right.
Like, I think that Dishonored, the remastered version of Dishonored, that is a complete cash grab. Where when it came to PS4 and Xbox One, and it has no upgrade at all other than resolution.
Right.
There's no frame upgrade. At least this one is 60 frames, and there's new texture work. And I don't like the audio in this game. The audio was remastered backwards.
That's the only thing that they called remastered in the game too, by the way, or in the description is the audio.
They said remastered audio and all that stuff, which it is. It's just not as good. It's not very good. It seems muffled. It's weird. Well, we deal with audio all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm sensitive to bad audio.
Not to mention the main character, Titus, he's voiced by Mark Strong. Yeah. And let me tell you, Mark Strong, I love Mark Strong as an actor.
Phones it in.
Let me tell you, he got into that telephone booth and he said, just give me the lines, I'll read them right now.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
I think it's not a bad game necessarily, but I don't know. It just, they had a lot of goodwill going into this, and now it kind of just feels like they're losing it. All
right. Well,
so that's it. Yeah, that's basically all
I'll just jump into Gears of War because it's practically the same. I played the Gears of War Ultimate Reloaded. What are you going to call it?
I don't know.
Re-release.
It does it look more like a remaster? Like, did they up-res stuff from the original remaster?
So the beta, it was only the multiplayer team deathmatch with a few maps. And it definitely looks up-res a lot better.
Yeah.
And it runs at 120 hertz if you have
120 hertz monitor.
A TV or monitor like that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. It was a bad beta. Like, it didn't work very well for half the time over the weekend. And Team Deathmatch is not the game mode that it came with.
Right.
Gears of War needs to be played by it's a 4v4
King of the Hill.
Or King of the Hill. It's a 4v4 what do you call it?
Domination?
No.
4v4v4? Like team v team v team?
Yeah,
like that?
No respawn.
Oh, like an elimination.
Elimination. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Last man standing.
Yeah. Last team standing. Yeah.
And it's the maps are designed that way. It's clear. There's A and B, and then, or A and C, and B is in the middle, and you meet in the middle. When you have everybody respawning, it'll even tell you the respawns have flipped, and so you know immediately that they're going to the side where you're supposed to respawn. So you just run over there and kill somebody. I think Team Deathmatch is what a bad game mode to showcase your beta.
I've never been a big Gears multiplayer guy personally.
I have a clip I'll probably show. It's hilarious.
Is it do you have the Nasher shotgun and you're just bouncing
you're
back?
Just bouncing.
God, I hate it. I hated that.
But what I will say is that there is a high skill ceiling in this game. It's like Counter-Strike, where if you play first-person shooters and you're like, oh, I'm going to play Counter-Strike, you're not going to understand the movement. You're going to miss all your shots.
Right.
So if you don't understand the movement in Gears of War, if you're not behind cover all the time, you're just peeking out, you're going to get killed immediately.
It's taking candy from a baby.
And you're not going to understand why you keep losing.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. It's a very, very hardcore shooter. But I was disappointed with the beta. Whatever. Maybe they got their data they wanted.
I'm excited for I love the campaign.
And then I've already talked about it like almost 2 weeks in a row, but Splitgate 2, I love this game. There's a lot of problems with this game, but especially from the beta. Like, if you make a beta, what's wrong with betas, everybody? If you're going to make a beta, why don't you fix things when you encountered them in the beta?
Especially if you're just going to release the game after the beta. Why did you even call it a beta? As the beta was ending.
There were multiple betas, and I played all of them, and they were getting better. But the last beta is no different from the full release.
They were just testing their servers or something.
So, but I will say I've already said the arena modes, I think, is where the meat and potatoes are, is really good. Really good. But the Battle Royale, which I didn't like at first, now I'm kind of liking it. There is nothing like when you get your final squad. So there's 4 people, and they're all respawning on you, and there's only one team left. And you're running and jumping and sliding, and like your movement's going really well. And you're looking for the next team, and you're like, this feels good. There's nothing like that. It's just like, let's go hunt this team down, and then you get each other, and then you respawn and run. And a lot of people need to realize that when you're the last person standing, it's just a run.
It's like Resurgence. You got to stay alive for your team.
So yeah, basically they give you the tools to get the heck out of there really fast, and then no one uses it. It's a little frustrating.
I think it's the best movement in a video game I've played in the last forever.
I'm so happy with the movement. It's so much fun, and the skill expression is what you would call it in esports is unique and cool. You can do a lot of things that you probably have no idea that you could do when you first play it. But anyways, that's all I'm playing. Oh, and then Father's Day. I'm a father. I'm a father to this guy. I'm just joking. I played with my son, and he was like, Dad, what can we play together? And I was like, well, I don't know. What do you want to play? He's like, can we play PUBG? You go downstairs, I go upstairs, and we talk to each other. And I was like, all right. And we played PUBG, and we won our first game. We got a chicken dinner.
Oh, cool.
And Odin was driving. He was like, I just want to drive. And I was like, okay. So he drove, and I just shot people.
And then
awesome.
What really happened is as he was driving, there was 3 people left, and then the red zone spawned on you. And you're like, are you serious? And he blew up.
He did drive into the red zone. He's like, I want to go to the red zone because I want to see like the explosions happening. I was like, yeah, but I want to win. You gotta avoid that.
One of the stupidest things in a battle royale of all time.
It is that might be the dumbest thing ever made in a battle royale. I still think PUBG is the best BR game.
I like PUBG.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in a long time.
All right.
You want to guess the game?
Time. Guess the game!
Welcome to Guess the Game, ladies and gentlemen. Audio audience, I love you guys. But I wish there was some way you could see this. YouTube.com/ActiveReload. Check us out. You know, it's gonna be pretty good. This one is a good start. We got trees. It's dark out. Got some good reflections here. This could be Witcher. I'm feeling a little Witcher. Got some stone. What is it called? Stone architecture.
You're gonna say The Witcher 2?
I'd say 3. I think this looks better than 2.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. 72% Metacritic.
I was gonna say Thief. It kind of looks like Thief, the Dark Age,
the new one, or the it's not a remaster. Dark Project?
No. Deadly Shadows. Or is it regular Thief?
Is this Elder Scrolls Online?
This could be an Elder Scrolls game.
I don't know. That's not Thief.
PS3
360.
Is this a Resident Evil game?
So now what are we seeing? We are seeing some sort of monster.
There's our this is something.
Man. What is that monster?
I don't know either. I don't recognize this.
It's not Resident Evil 5.
It's Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig.
Let's do Resident Evil 5 just for fun.
Could be.
Resident Evil.
It's type 5.
By the way, when on Silent Hill the remaster got announced, I thought it was Resident Evil for about 25 minutes.
This is it has like a little blade. I forget what it's called.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Not a great game.
No, I know what you're talking about though. And you can throw it.
Yeah, you can throw it.
And then the camera sticks onto the thing, and you can move it around.
What's it called, James? What's it called, James? Does it have blade in it?
No.
Scythe?
Something like that.
It's something like that.
Yeah, it's something like it was not great.
Isn't it? It's
we're never gonna do it. It's a third-person action shooter that you can throw a blade. Dark Sector.
Dark Sector. That is what it is.
I got it.
Dark Sector.
There you go.
Oh my god!
On the fourth try. That's good.
If we would have missed that, I would have been really angry.
Actually, that hint of that image was
at the beginning
very helpful. No.
Oh, at the third.
All of those.
What about this one?
What about this blade?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, I know this. Evil Within.
Oh, you think so?
This is the Evil Within.
That's impressive.
It looks very Resident Evil.
Part 1, yeah.
Oh,
nailed it.
man.
Wow.
First try.
Grant, dude. They call him 5-second Grant for a reason. Got him. Sorry. Next
I
one.
have no idea. This looks like what am I seeing? A piece of stone?
This looks like to me, this looks like the end of like a railing that broke off or something. You got wood down here. This could be a ship. No, because this is grass, it looks like.
Are you sure that's grass? What the? Can I move this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think is that a Medal of Honor game?
I'll go with that. It's a good call. Medal of Honor Airborne.
No, it's before that. It'd be Medal of Honor, like Allied Assault.
Frontline?
Allied.
Yeah, Allied Assault. Same game, by the way. Didn't know that until later.
Know. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
It's like Allied Assault is like a best of remix. Nope.
Got a laser.
We got a laser. Oh, is this the robot where you're fighting it's
What?
you and another guy, you're fighting robots.
Army of Two?
No, you're fighting terrorists in that game.
You're right. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Bionic? No.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's not Bionic. Though.
Nope.
Not Bionic Commando.
I downloaded it today to show
What?
my ISP people how fast I could download.
And you were like, I'll download
It was this one.
not Bionic Commando.
No, it's I know it is. I don't know if it's it, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna skip this picture
Yeah,
because now it's bothering
please.
me.
It's a laser. It's a third person.
I think it is that game.
Come on, everybody. We can do it. It's like
I don't think I've seen this game in my life.
It's a cool game.
It is a kind of a cool game.
Skip.
Oh,
might not be it.
No, it is it. I recognize this UI. It's definitely it.
That looks like Zone of the
I know
Enders.
one of the name of the characters. His name is Bo. Can I please?
Just skip it.
Does that give me anything? This is gonna make me so angry. Oh, I remember the scene too. You're sliding down.
Wait,
and everything.
no. Hold on.
It is.
This is not the game I was thinking of.
This is the game I was thinking.
This is the game from Platinum.
Yeah. His name is Bo. Your friend right here.
He flicks a cigarette out and jumps over.
Look at the subtitle. Big Bo. I can't think of the name of the game.
Okay, just go.
Binary
domain.
You were saying
I was
the right
wrong
thing,
about
but
Platinum.
you said bi.
I know.
So binary
I know.
domain.
I was
kind of close.
I was thinking of this until the end. I thought it was the other game.
This is also kind of a cool game. Binary domain is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Go play it.
It's also runs really well on a Series X. Very, very well.
It's about robots. They take over the Earth and they disguise themselves as humans.
Yeah, and you
so nobody can trust
shoot
each
off
other.
their limbs and stuff, and it's not as gory.
It's like Dead Space, but robots.
Yep, exactly.
What's this game?
Oh boy, looks like Valorant.
This is like a beach that's on its side.
I don't know.
Could this be a Zelda game?
Do Dust.
Okay, I'll do Dust. Dust 2.
It's like I can't remember what it was called.
What if it's an Elysian Trail?
No, it's not that.
85% on Rotten Tomatoes Metacritic.
I have no
can't even
idea.
tell what I'm looking at.
We're looking
here.
at a canyon. Yeah, you can't tell where the horizon is or which way is up.
I can't tell if this is like top down.
Yeah, I know. It's
What
really
the
hard
hell?
to tell.
Oh man, I'm in a whole new world
Keep
here.
it going. We're gonna skip ahead and skip.
Nope.
It's a puzzle.
Oh,
I know. Now it looks
the
familiar.
Xbox game that came out.
I know what you're talking about.
They used it as like the front face of Xbox for a while.
Yep.
Brave something? No.
No. Man.
It didn't come out in 2023 though. It came out before that.
Yeah, this is
It's
not
not that.
what I was thinking of.
Don't nod.
Oh, Don't Nod Games. These guys make
Just did.
decent games.
Oh, this is I don't care. Oh, Jusant.
Jusant.
You could have put that game in front of me with the title on it, and I wouldn't have guessed that.
All right, another game. Next one. What is this, James?
Every time I see these pictures, I always immediately think Legend of Zelda.
I
Don't know
know.
why.
Vikings Midgard. I don't know.
Vikings.
I'm putting that down.
Vikings Midgard.
It's not even
Wolves
on.
of Midgard.
Wolves of
Yeah.
Midgard?
Oh, that
Dang
was
it.
close.
That was close. This is an interesting
That's a little
UI
mini-map
element here.
over
Yeah.
there.
Got a
It has
flag,
a
yellow flag.
So that's like how PS2 area.
Japanese, Korean, that vibe. These types of
Dynasty Warriors.
yeah.
Say Dynasty Warriors.
Definitely. Dynasty.
Warriors 6.
Out of speaking of another
8.
Japanese made game with 15 entries that nobody understands how they connect.
All right, it is the same.
Knew it.
Dynasty Warriors 6. I said 6 and you put 8.
You said 8 first. Nope. Are they really just going to make us guess all the Dynasty Warriors?
We got it. Is it Samurai Warriors?
It's probably oranges. Let's
Good
go.
job. All right.
You want to end on
I'll
that
take
one?
that win.
That's a good one to end on.
Yep.
All right. That's going to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in here today. Play a
bunch of games.
Play a bunch of games.
Go try out Game Pass if you've never had Game Pass.
What was the name of the soccer game?
Rematch.
Go play Rematch.
And yeah, definitely play Rematch.
In fact, go buy Rematch.
Yeah.
Help
and buy it for your friend too.
And then they'll make Sifu 2 for everybody.
Yeah. And shout out Game Pass, man. Like we said earlier, best year they've ever had.
There's really nothing right now that's better as far as a deal goes than Game Pass. So.
Slowly, it's going to stop being a deal.
Yeah, true. I'm going to play this next one while we peace out.
All right. See you later.
See you guys.
Peace.